What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Sunday night live stream. Looks like we've got a couple people who stopped by in the little pre-set up. Hopefully they'll come back. Nature Nerd Outdoors, hello everyone. Oddball Aquatics, Bob Kaler's Fish Hobby, welcome to the chat, guys. Whoa, we're a little unsturdy. Mountaintop Fish, Rob93 Aquatics, what's going on, guys? Alright, looks like some people rolled in pretty quick, so we'll go ahead and get started. I got a cough drop in my mouth, so you'll probably see me chewing on it or moving it around, but I've been kind of sick. Rick from Bam Aquatics joined as well. So the first thing that on the agenda tonight is the Aquarium Clubs. And I really wanted to cover this because I actually just got this in the mail. And I got a really big sticker, which is from the Circle City Aquarium Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. And they sent me a little active member card, which I thought was really cool, and I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, Indy, for sure. Rob93, I'm not sure where you're from, but yeah, definitely. The topic here is aquarium clubs, and I just kind of wanted to talk about why I think that aquarium clubs are good. I can't stop reading the chat. Oddball Aquatics, she is also in the Circle City Aquarium Club, so it's definitely going to be awesome to be able to meet her when I'm able to actually go to one of the meetings. It's actually it's the closest aquarium club to me, but it's still like 2 hours away, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to get up there to every meeting, but I'm going to go as much as I can. And the reason I want to talk about aquarium clubs is because I think that everyone should be a part of one. And a few reasons why is, if you're like me, I'm from a small town in southern Indiana, and other than me, I really don't know anybody from my town that actually has a fish tank, and very few people like outside of my family actually know that I have a fish room. And I kind of just wanted to get everything set up like as a business wise before I start promoting it in my town. And I definitely don't want people to want to come over and try and see it. Not that I don't want people to come over, but I just don't want a lot of people trying to come over to see it. But I just think that's a big deal within being in the aquarium clubs. I mean, if you have one that's really close, I highly suggest that you be in it. I'm sure a lot of you are already in aquarium clubs. Even if you got one like a couple hours away like me, make sure you sign up for it. That way you can go and join and go every now and then just to be able to see some people and actually talk about fish with people outside of people that don't actually keep fish. And I think this is really important because, like, my fiance and like my family, they've kept fish, but they don't really care for it. So outside of YouTube and just different social medias on fish keeping, I literally have nobody to talk to about what's going on in my fish room. I actually have a group text going with Brandon from Maple Street Aquatics, Rick from BAM Aquatics, and Cameron from Learning to Fish Keep. And that's really the only people that I get to talk fish with. So I think it's really important to join a local fish club for that reason. You can go and share your experiences. If you need help with something, you'll have a lot of experts there that'll be able to help you. And I feel like a lot of people who have been in the hobby for a really long time, they're the ones who are truly invested in those aquarium clubs, and they'll be around to be able to help you with all of your problems that you may be facing that you maybe don't know the answer to, or you can't find on YouTube or find on Google or anything like that. So it looks like Brandon from Maple Street Aquatics joined. Liz from One Fish Two Fish ROC. Happy to see you in here. I think this is the first live stream you've ever been in mine. Mark Sark Aquariums. Matthew Moore Cichlids. Arachnid Aquatics. 21 people in the chat. That definitely broke my record. Dante's Wildlife. So yeah, welcome everybody. So here's another thing. Damn, I keep hitting that. If you guys don't know, if you've ever been to the Aquarium Co-op site, he actually has a part on his site that has local fish clubs. So you can go, it's listed by state. So if you don't know if you have a local fish club in your state, then you can go on there and be able to look up and see if you have a local aquarium club close to you. But I have that brought up right now, so anytime during the live stream, if you guys want to find out, just let me know, and I can look up your state and see if there is a local aquarium club close to you. Yeah, there's definitely some new people in the chat, Rick. Isaiah Jenkins says, and if you join a club, you can sometimes get a fish for a steal. And that is one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and he is absolutely right. So, Circle City Aquarium Club, they have 2 auctions a year, I believe, from the research that I've done. I'm actually a new member, so I've never gone to anything yet. But they do one in the fall and one in the spring. And from the research that I've done, this is kind of among all aquarium clubs. And like he said, you can get fish for super cheap. Like, these auctions, these people are basically just giving their fish away. And the reason for this is an aquarium club's like a family. Like I basically see all of you, all of my subscribers as my YouTube family. Well, this is going to be your aquarium club family. Like, yes, we get to interact with each other. We may not get to see face to face, but this is going to be your fish aquarium family where you guys are going to be able to trade fish. You're going to be able to sell each other fish for cheap. If, let's say I come upon a group of rare corridors, and there's another guy who is passionate about corridors as well. I could take half of what I get and give them to him. That way we could both try and breed them. And in one of my last live streams, I talked about sharing your fish. That way, if you have a tank crash or something, you always have a fallback, or splitting your fish up into different tanks. And this could be a safe route for you as well. If you have a rare fish and you're currently breeding that fish and you want to have a safe fallback, then you can definitely share those with the people in your aquarium club, and they can come back, and if you have a tank crash or they just don't do well for you, then those people will most definitely help you out and share those fish with you once again. Learning to fish keep. Cameron is here. Reels Tank says, I'm too poor for reef. So there must be some saltwater talk going on. Oddball Aquatics, they aren't giving their fish away, and it sometimes sucks to see your rare fish go for cheap. But there is a BAT program where you have to donate a certain amount of fish free to get the points. Yeah, I didn't mean like literally giving them away. I meant like hypothetically, like giving them away for cheap, like you said. But is there anyone in the chat that is looking for a local fish club that they don't have or they don't know that may be in their area? I know that Select Pet, he was getting ready to try and start one in Kentucky because they don't have one around that area. And I think that's a good thing too, because if you don't have one around your area, then there's no one better to try and start an aquarium club than someone that is in the hobby and someone that's going to put in the work. But I can tell you right now that starting an aquarium club is going to be hard work. Like, you're going to have people that are going to be able to help you out basically full time trying to create this group of people. And the most important thing is, don't give up. Send it out there that you got one going on, and if set up a certain meeting, maybe you guys do it at like one of your guys' fish rooms, and you have a few people come, and then maybe the word gets spread out a little bit more, a few more people come. But if only a couple people come, you can't get discouraged and shut it down. Like big aquarium clubs, I'm sure they only had a few people in their clubs for a certain amount of time before that word got spread out. And that just goes back to trying to find people that are in your local area that... I gotta spit this out. Whoop. That are in your local area that are actually in the hobby as well. Like the other day, I found out that my next door neighbor had a fish tank and I didn't even know it. So that was pretty cool. They've got like a 55-gallon community tank with a whole bunch of different fish. They've got 2 angelfish that they said have been laying eggs. They had got them to like wigglers every time. But it's just trying to find new people. And I know it's hard, especially being like a small YouTuber or living in a small town. Like, it takes a lot of work, but you gotta be willing to put in that work. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Unlucky Eddie joined the stream. That is awesome. Aquarium Thoughts. Dave, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in so long. Yeah, the Aquarium Co-op list. Yeah. Wicked Tank says I'll mod for you. I definitely need to get some mods. I don't know if I can do it on my phone. I've been having trouble with my laptop. I don't think it's going to let me. I've been having trouble with my laptop freezing up on me, and I didn't want to lose connection, so I'll have to do that later on down the road. But if you guys are interested in being a moderator on my channel, definitely drop a comment after the stream and let me know. I don't know, like, I don't want to have too many. I want to have a select group of people that are going to be there for me most of my streams. That way they can help me with certain things during the stream, like a moderator is supposed to do. But aquarium clubs, I'm happy to be a part of one finally. And like I said, it is the Circle City Aquarium Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. So if you guys are close to around that area, definitely check into it, and we would love to have you. Like, I've been there forever. I'm a new member, but the second part of this stream is going to be expansion of the fish room. And this is, I really don't want to give you guys too much detail, but I definitely want to talk about it. I know that a few weeks ago I was on BAM Aquatics and Maple Street Aquatics channel. They had me as a special guest, and we talked about where we wanted to go with our hobby. And I kind of talked about the expansion part then, but I didn't give too much detail. And I didn't really talk about the type of fish that I wanted to go with. But I'm going to switch you guys around and we'll get looking at the fish room, because what's a fish tank stream without fish? Oh, look, my lights are going out. They're going to have to wake back up. So, as you all know, I have my breeding rack. And the electricals live stream about not being able to fit a tank there. I think I'm just going to leave that trash can there, because it's really nice for, like, when I pull algae out or am trimming plants and stuff like that. I got a new tank up here. You all want to see some ghetto airline? Duct tape it up, baby. I'm gonna have to find a permanent solution for that, because that looks awesome. We'll say the least. But just to give you guys a little update on my fish room, I have the Rainbow Mosaic Dragon Dumbo ears, and come to find out, I was supposed to have a lot more females, and I have 4 male and 1 female. So that sucks. That's like a reverse first trio. The endlers are doing well. I got a couple pregnant females. So we're going to be getting some new endler guppies. And these are some calls that I pulled out of my mutt tank. Look at these guys' tail. I hope that that it picks up pretty well, because these guys' tails are stunning. And those are just like the best ones that I pulled out. The angelfish are starting to get along a little bit better in here. The 38 rescape and the mutt tank. And these fish their colors are just awesome. They're throwing some amazing colors. Top Secret Aquatics, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. And in here I've got some more Panda Cory eggs. The one little fry that I had, I got them in with the endlers actually, and I believe they're back there in the rock pile, because I think that the endlers are just too small to eat them. And my blue dream shrimp, as you can see, I stripped them out and put them in with the pingus. Rack from River Life is in the house. If none of you have seen my aquatic experience gift video, you need to go check that out. River Life did a absolute amazing gesture that you don't normally see humans do anymore, to say the least. And he brought me back something from Aquatic Experience for free, and it was just absolutely amazing. I had no idea, and it was a complete surprise to me. So you guys should go check out that video. Bob Kaler asked, do I still have the mutts for sale on getgills.com? Yes, I do, Bob Kaler. And I don't know how much longer they're going to be on there, because I'm starting to get scared of this weather. It's starting to get cold quick. Keith Bordley asks, did you change the substrate you were talking about? Yes, I did. So in here, the 38 gallon, I had the Black Diamond Sandblasting Sand, and I switched it to this pea gravel and pool filter sand mix. But to talk more about the expansion, so look at this wall right here. I have a complete empty wall in the fish room that is getting ready to get rack number 2. And I don't know if it's going to be a rack just like this, or if I'm actually going to build one and put some different tanks on it. Because one thing that I've been really interested in is breeding plecos. And I really don't have anywhere to breed plecos at the moment. So I'm going to need to get some 20 longs going. So that may be a project. And some other future projects. I think I'm going to insulate my garage and start fish room number 2. Yep, you heard that right. Fish room number 2 is getting ready to be under construction. So my green phantom pleco, I told you all he was getting better, and he was with a general cure, but it did not do enough. So I had to go back and redose this tank with fungus cure. Oh, there he is. There he is. See, you can see this, it's still got a little bit of fungus on him, but it's starting to look a whole lot better. And I'm pretty excited because he is one of my favorite fish in here. Uh-oh. Nature Nerd Outdoors says lag. I hope I'm not lagging. No offense, but I hope that's on your end. Here's the Pingu guppies. And they are absolutely stunning. And I got some fry in this tank as well. So the Pingu colony is getting ready to take off. This tank I actually treated blue-green algae in my guppy grass in here. And as many of you know, that blue-green algae actually is a bacteria, so I took all of my guppy grass, put it in this one 10-gallon tank, and treated it with General Cure. And it cleared it up. And then a week later, now it's starting to come back. So, I don't know. You can see it right here. But I can't take this out because that's the only place that my Panda Corys will lay their eggs. I put all this Java moss in here for them, and they won't throw on them. They just want the damn algae. Ah, I lost like 6 people in the chat whenever we started doing that tour. I guess they like looking at me better than the fish. I don't know. I wouldn't see why, but One Fish, Two Fish ROC says, let me try to help with the blue-green algae. I hope so, because I could definitely use some help there. Bob Kaler says, I was doing some research on fungus treatment. Where'd that go? Last night, and came across a RFT with Cory and Corvus. Use ICX due to the meds in it for fungus. Huh. I'll have to try that out. See, the reason that... Oh. Poppy Johnny? I hope I'm saying Popeye Johnny. Sorry, buddy. I didn't see your question, but hopefully Liz can help you out there. I'll try to get back to it, and if you don't get it answered, leave a comment after the live stream, and I'll definitely try to answer it the best of my ability. But back to the fungus. So the way that I actually diagnosed this was when we were watching Lucas Barrett's live stream about leaving food on the bottom of the tank and how it grows fungus over time. And this could be a huge downfall with plecos, because, or even corridors, any bottom dwellers, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be eating off the bottom of the substrate. So if you have any leftover food down there and they get a hold of it, then they could get a fungus disease. And so just be mindful of that. Be mindful of overfeeding. It's never a good thing to overfeed. I try to underfeed, but sometimes fish just don't eat it all, and that's what it is. Keith Boardley, I use Chemi-Clean for my blue-green algae. Chemi-Clean. I'll have to look that up. Definitely comment that at the end of the live stream so I can remember that. Okay, so what's looking like Johnny's having some, he has shrimp that have eggs, and he's wanting to know what to do with them. Wanting to know if he needs to separate them, maybe. Overfeeder, Oddball Aquatic says, hey, hopefully you're not overfeeding 150 tanks in Lucas's basement, because that would be a bad deal for the entire fish community. Everyone that orders fish and shrimp from him, you might have to change your name and number after that one. But does anybody have a certain state that they're going to be trying to find an aquarium club in or anything? We're at the 30-minute mark, so. Anubius and... Hey Johnny, definitely get a hold of me after the end of this stream, or you can email me at ottercreekaquatics.com or ottercreekaquatics@gmail.com, and I will send you some guppy grass. That way you can give your fish and shrimp some more cover. Racing's Natural Aquariums is in the house. What's up, buddy? I'm definitely going to have to get my laptop going because it is super hard to keep up with the chat on my phone. And especially when I'm when I'm kind of in the zone and trying to talk about a certain subject. But yes, Liz, I definitely want some frog bit. I actually just ordered some off of getgills.com, but I haven't heard anything back, so I don't know what's going on with that. I ordered it, and I'm not sure who I ordered it from. Closest I can get is Raleigh, North Carolina. What? Are you a Duke fan? Please tell me yes. If you're a North Carolina fan, we can't be friends. Okay, Liz, I'll definitely email you. Racing Natural Aquarium, Rack, we have a special guest for Facebook Live Q&A. So I'd never watched any Facebook Lives. I definitely need to transition to the Facebook scene. The only reason I'm still into Facebook is because the Team Green Alliance, which is another thing I want to talk about. If any of you are not in the Team Green Alliance on Facebook, it is a group for small fish tube channels, and basically we're just sharing our different goals and needs and problems and anything to do with fish or the fish hobby, and our YouTube channels as well, sharing it in this group along with, there's over 100 members in this group now, so we're sharing it with them, and they are trying to help each other grow as fish tube channels. Or even if you don't even have a YouTube channel, you can still join and definitely get some questions answered if you are having any problems or anything's going on that you don't really know about. Just send it out there, and there's so much knowledge in this group that there's surely someone out there that'll be able to help you with your questions. Dude, I knocked over my monster. Damn it. Let's see. Hey, Johnny, also send me an email about the guppies as well. Energy drink abuse, yes, I know. Dude, these things are addicting. Like, it's the Ultra Black. Like, I don't know if you guys drink energy drinks, but it's the Monster 0 calories, 0 sugar. The not so bad for you monsters, but these things are addicting. I've been drinking like 2 of them a day. Not good, not good. Whoa. Top Secret Aquatic says I drank 3 green monsters today. Monster 0. Is that the white one? Those are pretty good too. My Instagram name is Otter Creek Aquatics, I think. Yeah. Yeah, well, thing about me is I work night shift, so this is my go time. Like, I'm ready to go right now. And speaking of like working and stuff, my new schedule is I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then I'm off Sunday. Then I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Sunday, that's why I am transitioning all of my live streams to Sunday. I don't have a specific time yet, especially with football season. I am a huge Bengals fan, so if the Bengals aren't playing, then you can definitely expect me to go live. But during the Bengals game, I'm definitely not going to be live. So, but I'll try to set like a preview. That way, you guys get a notification like maybe a half hour or an hour before. It's kind of random because like today we had to go get family pictures, and I came home and I was like, I still need to do my live stream, so that's why I'm doing it so late, and I only gave like a 30-minute notice. My email is ottercreekaquatics@gmail.com. And dude, I will pin that in the comments down below after the live stream. Yep. So, one other thing, I'm kind of just winging it now that my topics have been, but it seems like everybody's still trying to help each other in the chat, so I don't want to cut it out yet. But the 38 gallon behind me, right here, I've got some exciting fish to go in. Some fish that I have never kept before. I think I'm gonna go a different couple species, so it'll definitely be a cool setup. And I already kind of blew this away, but the type of fish, the main fish that are going to be in there they mostly hang around at the bottom of the aquarium, and they kind of like those rock caves, and that's kind of why I did that aquascape, that rocky aquascape. And then I think I'm going to go with something different, like for the upper area. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, definitely, if you get some frog bait or anything from anybody that someone is giving to you, it is a good practice, I guess, to pay for shipping. Especially if you're getting it for free. I mean, it's a good idea. Yeah, for sure. Well, looks like the chat's winding down, and that saddens me because I'm still ready to go. Always delighted to share the actual goods, that's for sure. Yeah, I can't believe nobody's jumped on these mutt guppies. Dude, they're stunning. Look at that little guy's tail. Well, I got a lot of blacks in here. Whoa. That guy right there's dorsal fin is awesome. I never even noticed that. That bigger guy right there. I probably need to pull these guys out right here, because they've got that exotic looking tail that I'm looking for over in that 10 gallon. And my baby Panda Cory that hatched in the tank, he is still doing awesome. I see him every now and then, and I mean he's like acts just like a Corydoras. It's funny to see, because He's like the size of one of these rocks right here. And he's just going to town. You know, like when they're eating off the bottom, they dip their nose down and their tail goes up. It's pretty funny. And I got this tank used and it's scratched all to hell. She is beautiful right there. I think she's the one that's throwing all these exotic colors. Before we get off here, I'm gonna see if I can find him. The baby Panda Cory. What? Top Secret Aquatics is going live tonight. I'll definitely be in that, buddy. These crypts are doing really well too. And they are on the Get Gills site as well. Actually, I don't think the red or bronze one are, but the green ones definitely are. Like this one. Look at all this new growth that's coming out of here. That is crazy. I love these fish. These guys look so much better when the lights are off. I don't know why, but they're like so like pitch black. Have amazing colors. I hope that audio or the hope it's pretty good quality. I think you have to stay in there like 10 minutes to keep your quality good on a live stream on your phone. It's pretty sad. So it should stay good quality the whole time. Keith Boardley, what are you using for ferts? I use 77 degrees in here. Aquarium Co-op, Easy Green, Iron, Carbon, Flourish Advanced, Potassium, Iron, Excel, Flourish, all that good stuff. Oh, and for those of you that are still here, when I get to 500 subscribers, I'm giving one of these away. That's right. Marineland MaxiJet 1200. One lucky subscriber is going to win it. Look how much these rainbow fish have grown. Dude, there are so many males. I thought I had some females. They're, oh, Keith Boardley, my bad. Yeah, I am using root tabs. I don't think I have any, but I make my own root tabs, actually. Well, oh man, I'm trying to get in here. Nope. Oh, yeah, I do. So I make these myself. Well, oh man, it's so hot in here, they're all sticking together. But you basically just use these gelatin capsules, and as you can see, whenever they start to get wet, like it's sweating in that bag, then the little gelatin capsule melts or disintegrates, and then you have the fertilizers. So like right here, that little yellow ball, that is actually from a root tab. I probably need to push that down in the substrate a little bit more, so none of the fish try to eat it. Select pet. Dude, I seen you at the beginning of the live stream before I even went live. Yes. River Life says, can we help Otter Creek get 500? If I get to 500 before the end of the year, I will give both of those away. That's right, both of them. And that's because I don't use them. I mean, it's sad, but someone else can use them. Definitely, I'll just give them both away, you know? Share the love, share the love. I heard only stem plants need root tabs. The other plants get their nutrients from water column. Any truth in that? So stem plants actually get their fertilizers and their nutrients from the water column, and the ones that you need root tabs for are stuff that have really big roots, like this Amazon sword. Crips actually get their nutrients from both, so they get them from root tabs and they pull from the water column. But like Rotala and stuff, they get theirs from the water column. Java Fern, they get theirs from the water column. They might get a little bit from the substrate, but that's why you can put like, let me turn, what am I doing? That's why you can put like Java Fern and Anubias on rocks and wood and stuff, is because they get theirs from the water column. Yeah, root feeders like Amazon sword and stuff, like Racing's Natural Aquarium says, they do get some from the water column, but it's usually like nutrients from the water column that stay in your substrate and then they're absorbed like that. That's why a lot of people use Eco Complete. They think that it's a nutrient based substrate, but it's not. It's basically like lava rock. Like, you can see how porous it is. And when I dose Easy Green, which is a liquid fertilizer, so it's in the water column, those nutrients actually stay in that substrate. And then it can deliver it to like root feeders or other stem plants as well. Plants will pull from it as they need it. And that's why you get a lot of algae and stuff with Eco Complete, is because it has so much extra nutrients stored in the substrate that you don't really think about. Racing Natural Aquariums, love your crips. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I had a whole lot of melt back when I first got them, but now they're really starting to step it up. I definitely hope people start looking at them on Get Gills, because I got quite a bit of them that I can get rid of. I think this plant looks really good. It's the red flame sword. Look at these guppies from the top. They look sweet. Your guys' quality is probably terrible. But, and then this red tiger lotus is stunning too. So One Fish Two Fish says, I have been using clay pots too and I love them, plus the bit of goodness leached from the clay can't hurt either. So yeah, I love them as well. And the reason why, like, these aren't scape tanks like for me to look at. I'm not gonna lie, I'm breeding and trying to sell these fish. So what I want to do is I still get that. If you guys watched my how I set up a breeding tank video, what I'm doing with these clay pots is it's so easy. You still get a planted tank feel because you have plants. But what I can do is reach down in here, pull that out, scoop as many fish out as I need without having to move all these plants around, and then boom, replace it. And that's what I like about them the most. Is that I still get to have live plants in my tanks, and I can easily remove them when I'm going to net out fish. Anybody else got anything to add? Which other rainbow? So Bob Kaler asked, have you ever decided which other rainbow you're adding? So in his special live stream that he did later in the day so that I could join it, since I sleep during the day, life of a night shifter, I asked him, was it? It might have been his live stream. Now I'm confused. Anyways, I was just asking him about different types of rainbow fish and telling him that I wanted to add some more to this 55 gallon. So all I have are these prey cocks. And I asked Lucas as well, what is a good rainbow fish that stays around 3 to 4 inches? Because anybody who keeps rainbow fish, a lot of them get 5 inches. So, and I think it's really good to have a bigger school of rainbow fish rather than just a few of different ones. Like right now I have 14 of the dwarf neon praycocks. But that's a lot more complex answer than the question that you asked. But no, I'm still looking at different types of rainbows to put in here. Bob Kaler. So if any of you don't have dwarf neon rainbows, you can tell the difference in, wow, that was a really, really cool catch right there of them schooling. River Live, peace buddy, thank you for stopping in, and once again thank you for bringing me back that shirt and all the other goodies from Aquatic Experience. And you definitely have taught me to do it next year. I'm trying to think of the words to say this. You have put it in my head to do it next year. So next year I am 100% going to Aquatic Experience, and I'm going to do exactly what River Life did for me for one of my subscribers. Don't know who it is. It could be you. So next year I'm going to grab something. It may not be a shirt, maybe something different, but I'm definitely going to bring it back and send it out to one of my subscribers, just to pay forward the random act of kindness Rack, aka River Life, did for me. And hopefully the person that I do it for pays it forward to someone else. And we could just have like a little secret Santa going on in the fish community. 55 minutes. Alright, might as well stay an hour. We've got 5 minutes. And we're shutting it down. Rack equals our Big Daddy Green team. Couldn't have said it better myself, Liz. Look at all the algae on this damn thing. What do you guys think about this house? I kind of wanted to remove it because, I don't know, I don't really like ornaments in here. But I've had it for a really, really long time. But my Pleco absolutely loves it. That is his home. So I don't really want to get rid of it. What the heck? There you are. My mystery snail is up under those leaves under there. You can see his little brown shell. I got this house. Are you talking about the house? I got it from PetSmart, actually. You can see all of the algae I got going on. I need to clean that up, but if you do remember, it has a lot of BB on it. Blackbeard, maybe? Not sure what that means, Bob Kaler. But I can't even remember the... Oh, okay, yeah. Beneficial bacteria, duh. I was like, I don't think I have any Blackbeard algae on there, but I could be blind. Yes, it does. And that... I don't know that it would hurt to take it out for that reason, but that would be pulling a pretty big portion of my bacteria out of this tank. But I do have the rest of this. But I'll leave it in there because my green phantom, that is his home. So 2 minutes left. Bob Kaler, I want to get back to that because this is one of the main focuses in my fish room at the moment, is the next rainbow fish I'm going to be getting for this 55 gallon. And I still don't know. The ones that Dan's Fish has on Get Gills, I really love them. I can't even think of the names off the top of my head right now. This is scary. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with a minute to answer a question. I'll comment down below what I think. Well, good night. My ideas, and then I definitely want to see you comment back and let me know, because you have a lot of beautiful a lot of beautiful rainbow fish, and I am a new rainbow fish keeper, so definitely let me know which you would think would work well in this tank. Liz, I know. I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate rainbow fish. I used to hate how their nose was pointy, then they had a round body, and it was just looked weird to me, but I was like, the heck with it. I'm getting them because they're colorful and they look really good in a 4-foot tank, which these ones aren't really that bad, and now that I have them, I am absolutely in love with them, and I am full rainbow team now. Team Rainbow. TikTok, TikTok. Alright, we are at the 1 hour mark. Say night, Moo. This is a beautiful angelfish. Og is, which is the black, he is the first angelfish that I purchased, that I have ever purchased. He loves me. Owned by Bose is my motto, for sure. I better switch back so we can get personal before I leave, if I can. Oh, whoa. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream. I had a couple of the topics that we talked about in the beginning, and then the last part went kind of off track, off the wall, but I've had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope you guys have too. Remember that every Sunday from here on out until my work schedule changes, we are going to be going live at Otter Creek Aquatics. So make sure you all tune in next week, and I will see you in that next video. See ya.